Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's get set. 11 Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Burrow looking to pass.
What do you throw the right to?
Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on second down. Strong. And this one's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football. Now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 25 on second down. Burrow. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Here's a play fake as they set up.
Oh, my, come on.
Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't
settle down.
To let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain move? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
Stiff him, bro.
just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the... Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to the receiver. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, my God. Come on.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Walker now at 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Slot man moves right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mixing up the middle. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And Burrow going to throw again. Dukes it off to Mixon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Man,
Metcalf is killing y'all.
Down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Strong. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Strong. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Strong. He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception. Strong. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Strong. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Strong. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They begin with a run by Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow.
Come on, man.
But it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter. But that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Strong. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty, 11 empty.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
Ah, man.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
That's for taking my Diablo.
Scored by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That
oh my God.
This ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Operating from the gun. Strong. Incomplete.
Oh, man.
Obviously a bit of bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try
Oh, man.
to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Wow.
This is caught inside
Good
the 15.
shit.
And all the way in.
Come on, fellas.
Tyler Lockett.
Getting that ass beat.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut
These
down to
motherfuckers is
14.
whipping Nene in y'all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You better show them who they.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow, it's complete to Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there. They go play action with Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make...
What?
Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat.
Yeah, Montez. This nigga got
his 5th
swat.
sack of the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Flush to his root, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD.
Yeah, that boy back here open.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge.
Ooh.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Pull up and out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. Loses it on the hit.
Get it.
And
Let's go.
Scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point.
Thanks for being a bitch. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, baby. We happy. We want 9-1.
Kicks away following that fumble return.
We're the hottest team out
And
here.
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
We the hottest. We crushing defenders.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Finding room at midfield. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Our whole blitz these
Nice throw there
motherfuckers.
by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up
Burrow, you's a bitch.
2-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by
He's a
that
bitch.
is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year.
Oh, man, come on.
Yet again. And the Seahawks force the
Let me get my quota.
take over at the 10.
Let me get my motherfucking quota.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Ooh, Metcalf is killing y'all.
At the 49. Boy, he ran free there after the catch.
Metcalf is killing y'all.
38.
Y'all can't stop him. They can't stop Metcalf.
On 1st and 10. Strong.
Ooh.
Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Strong.
Oh my God. Good pass.
Touchdown.
Oh man, I was on it. I was on it.
Are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann.
I was fucking on it.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Come on. And Burrow was playing like a little bitch.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Damn. Every kick.
And no
Same
return
spot.
on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Nah, you know we still passing it. We still rocking. We still rocking it, man.
It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the
Yeah.
coach's headset.
Come on, Burrow. We need one more.
Monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock
Hey, fucking sit down somewhere.
One play has him up
Fucking
past the
dumbass.
40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Ah, he's trash.
Complete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the
He's
football.
There was no
trash.
chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
He's.
Now the
Oh
Seahawks
my
call
God, I
the
can't
second of
believe
their
he
3
dropped that.
timeouts. As they get it with 16 seconds
He
remaining on the
dropped
clock.
it.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the defense.
We going for it, baby.
And final
Fuck it.
timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I'm one, Rick.
Burn Adams.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Oh my God. Y'all close this game out trash, man. Y'all trash. I'm dissatisfied with this win. Y'all did some trash shit, dude.
That's counter. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds.
We got lucky. I'm playing Metcalf toe to toe.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Give me that.
This is intercepted, and that should
Give me that.
picked up by Charvarius Ward. The Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was